cameras roll, yeah, it's time to lock in. HBCU overdrive where the conversation starts and wins. Every week we break it down, every headline, every play. Giving flowers to the legends while the future finds its way. HBCU Saturday, got the fans glued to the screen. HBCU tonight with Doc Holliday, keep it clean. From the swag to the MEAC, every story get respect. SIAC, CIAA, independent, never left. Tailgates, band battles, coaches talking X's and O's. Players chasing greatness while the culture only grows. Jackson State, VI love, we shine over every school. If it's HBCU business, then you know that's what we do. No gossip, just a fact with a southern state of mind. Real voices, real moments, every episode designed. This our sports, this our culture, this our legacy alive. Turn it up and ride with us. HBCU overdrive, 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 overdrive. HBCU overdrive, 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 overdrive. HBCU overdrive, 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 overdrive. HBCU overdrive, 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 overdrive. HBCU overdrive, 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 overdrive.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Doc. We are back with another HBCU tonight. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream, comment, share, and most of all subscribe to the channel. Sorry about the noise in the background. I am leaving a doctor's appointment right now, but I am here live. As soon as I get home, I will transition to my laptop, and my other just transition to my laptop, and I will go ahead and show the game playing Delaware State in Stony Brook. And that is coming live from Dover, Delaware, at Alumni Stadium. Oh yeah, man, Jared. Look, we got football tomorrow, Duncanville versus Allen. We got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, man. So right now I am leaving my doctor's appointment. I had an appointment for my sleep apnea. So I'm trying to stay well, trying to stay healthy, trying to live longer, because I ain't got no other choice but to do that. Because if not, y'all won't be getting none of the stuff from me, man. And as always, the lady P, she's gonna tell you. She's gonna tell you, make sure that you give your all. So basically, when I get back to the house, we'll be tuning in live from that game. That game is on the MEAC network. I know a lot of folks don't really have that right there. They don't have that network, but guess what? I'm showing it to you. And plus, my lift driver should be here in like 7 minutes. It don't take me about 10, 12 minutes to get here. So right now, we in here. We in here. We got football today. High school football starts tomorrow. And we got games on Saturday. We got last games of NFL preseason tomorrow and Saturday. Cut down day is Sunday. We got a lot, but we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Jackson, Mississippi, the biggest event of the year is back. The 2026 HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle of the Bands and Fan Fest Weekend, presented by Renaissance. If you thought last year was amazing, you have no idea. This year, we turn it all the way up. From only the second time ever, 10 of the world's top HBCU bands will meet and face off. This year's all-star lineup includes Southern Mississippi Valley, Alcorn, Tuskegee, Langston, Talladega, Grambling, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, the hometown zone Jackson State, and for the first time ever in Jackson, Mississippi, Bethune-Cookman. This is one event you don't want to miss. Bring the entire family. Come witness halftime shows from all 10 bands, along with the most exciting stand battles ever. The interactive stand battle where the audience determines the winner. It all goes down Labor Day weekend, Sunday, September 6th. The 2026 HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle of the Bands. This year, all gates will be open 3 hours early. Showtime is at 7 p.m. Last year's event sold out. This year's event is selling out faster. So get your early bird tickets now, starting at $20 at HBCULabordayClassic.com.
All right, man. Y'all see it. You got that Labor Day Classic in Jackson, Mississippi. You got Labor Day Classic in Houston next week. Also, we got the Labor Day Battle of the Bands in Jackson. So, if you want to see me get there, we are doing a donation drive right now. Shout out to Miss Monica Gary for sending the $20 donation last night, right before we went off the air. So this is how much we are trying to get right now. This is the goal is $400. So basically, if you ever been here, you've been doing this, we do the countdown until we get all the way to 0. Anything after that will be out of my own pocket. Y'all know that. I don't sway y'all way. I don't steer y'all wrong. So this is what we're doing it, and we're gonna do it the whole weekend while we at it. Do it tonight. We're gonna probably have a show tomorrow evening, kind of recap the game from today, and then we'll do it Saturday night, where I show, we got all games that's being covered tomorrow. First game first. On Saturday will be Alabama State versus Southern. I just don't know what to say about this team, this Southern team. And what to expect from them. Basically, this is Marshall Faulk's first game as a head coach. And we're going to see if he actually wants to be a head coach or he just there because somebody just called him there. And it all ends Saturday evening. You got games on ABC with the BS Flex Challenge between Alabama A&M versus Howard. You got the battle of the Dirty Purple between Prairie View versus Charleston State. That game is on ESPN2, if I'm not mistaken. And again with Jack State versus Tennessee State. That game is on ESPN Plus, so we'll be able to check that out. Cook, don't spam my chat. Don't be spamming my chat. So while we wait on for this lift driver to come, I got 6 minutes before this driver comes over here. And basically, I'll just let you know. They just across the freeway. Look like they're over by the not elementary school, but by the high school. So she'll be on his way here now. So make sure if you want to hit that donation button, as always. Let's see if I can to do what's called transfer on here, but can't do it right now. Uh, uh, well, at least be honest about that. At least be honest about that. I'm gonna just have to let you know you need to come up with a new hairdo for you. But yeah, we gonna as soon as we get to the house, as soon as I get to the house, we gonna make sure that that game will be turned on ASAP. It will be turned on ASAP for your viewing pleasure. Mm-mm. Oh shoot, Virginia State playing tonight too. I see Mr. Lawrence up in here. I need to check that out too. There's a lot of games you should have been checking out. I'm playing a lot of games. I gotta get to the house, Crook. You ain't listen to one word I said. Oh my goodness. But before we get to the house, let me hit this good commercial break right here. Be right back.
It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
Oh man, look, my phone buzzing right now. The Uber is about to be on its way, and the Uber man about to be on his way. But yeah, she let y'all know. I'm telling you, Lady T, let y'all know. But when I get to the house, it's gonna be on. So, um, so yeah. Um, what else is going on? Man, look, first of all, recipes to Dolly Parton, who's a real OG. You should let everybody know. Who is a Dolly Parton, who is a real OG. Giving books to the kids, money creating Dollywood and owning her own publishers. There go my Uber right here, y'all. Be right back. All right, y'all. I'm home. All right. Okay. Whew. I am home. Thank you. Whew. Y'all have to excuse me. Walking up the stairs took out of me. Appreciate you, Lauren, for keeping it up with me, man.
All right, we are here.
To avoid a couple of tackles and even break one to get into the end zone. Lightning speed. Kick is going to go into the end zone. And for the second possession, Stony Brook will begin at the 25-yard line. For the second time. We've been told that we play and just we'll pass along when it is fixed. But right now, Delaware State enjoying a 1-point lead as both teams are feeling each other out. But it's nice to have that big play ability. And Trezado certainly showed it there on that last play for Delaware State.
You know, if you're Del State, obviously you would have loved to have just marched down the field, put about 10 plays together and score. But sometimes you just need to get on the board. The way the coach drew it up is the way the play worked.
Boy, the drop pass, drop back to pass, swing it out in the flat. Pass is complete to Jeremiah Mahoney. Came out of the backfield to take the pass for Stony Brook. Tackle on the play by Jordan Banks for Delaware State. Mark it around the 30-yard line. Pick up a 5 for the Seawolves. With hands off on second down, right up the middle. Nice stop by the middle of the Delaware State defensive line.
Tony on the carry.
That was Jeremiah Coney on the run for Delaware State. Tackle.
Carl Nesmith.
Right, Carl Nesmith, outside line, senior outside.
What's going on, Mr. Brown?
Delaware State. Hornets see if they can get a three-and out here, if they can stop.
Right.
Brook on third down.
Right now, they're doing a good job in terms of the D line in that box, sealing off those angles.
Showing blitz. Flag is on the play as Delaware State appeared to be offside. Stony Brook continued with the play and then took advantage of that. Looks like that's going to be a completed pass along the far sideline.
Offside. Offside. Defense. Number 10. Penalty decline. Resulting in plays of touchdown.
The shoulder catch, a great throw by Boyd.
Boyd's pass is
The
complete.
catch and out of bounds
James
inside
Kelly.
the Delaware State 30-yard line. We'll mark it at the 29. So Stony Brook, despite
Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of the Hornets. First and 10 Wolves.
taking advantage of it and getting the first down. They're right back downfield trying to answer for the DSU touchdown. Rush up the middle for Jeremy.
Tony on the carry.
For Stony Brook. He stopped around the 25-yard line.
Helmets are popping off down there like popcorn. A lot of physical activity going on down there in that field,
Ball
especially
spotted
in
at
the
the
trenches.
25-yard line of the Hornets. Second down.
Del State has an Achilles heel early in this game. It appears to be the passing game up top. I haven't seen Stony Brook do anything on that shallow cross or short level. Everything is going deep. They're challenging the D-backs.
Hornets with 3 down linemen showing blitz, now sending a player. Pass is incomplete.
Boyd's pass is
Intended
incomplete.
for Schweitzer. Looked like it hit off of him on the lower body on the far side of the field. Break for Delaware State because it looked like he had some running room if he had caught the pass.
Definitely would have been closer to that first down. So this is a third and long situation for Stony Brook. Obviously a passing game because they haven't really shown the ability to consistently run the ball.
And shotgun is Boyd. Not a lot of pressure. Now the pocket collapses. He'll roll to the right, and he'll just throw it on the far sideline. Incomplete. Good defense by Delaware State. Protection broke down, and Hornets forcing Boyd out of the pocket.
I think they did a great job of never letting him get comfortable to get back there, set his feet, and read. And he's more of a pocket passer.
Stony Brook will go for it on fourth down rather than attempt a field goal and take a lead. Possibly take a lead. Put plenty of time on the play clock as the Wolves will shift the player from right to left. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Boyd will take the snap and he'll roll to the left, throw off the back foot. Good coverage by Delaware State, and it's going to be out of the end zone, actually, and incomplete. And Stony Brook will give the ball up on down. So after one big play, the Delaware State defense stepped up, aided by some pretty good pressure.
Yeah, they're giving up big plays, but they're not giving up the ones that are costly. Doing a good job of stopping the run and forcing Stony Brook's hand in terms of what their offensive options are.
Hornets will take over right at around the 25-yard line, just about halfway through the first quarter. Delaware State leading 7-6. We're here at Alumni Stadium on the campus of Delaware State University. First ever meeting between the Hornets of the MEAC and the Stony Brook Seawolves.
Yeah, that's stay on campus stadium. Ezra.
Watching the MEAC Network 2026 football opener. Delaware State has changed quarterbacks now. Samari Collier, he's the transfer from Coastal Carolina. Big kid in at cornerback. He will hand off on his first snap. Pickup of 5 yards. Sean Weston Jr.
on the carry.
Picks up 5 yards on the carry. Again, Hornets have really 3 main transfer quarterbacks on the roster. So we're seeing the second one now, and Samari Collier. They'll hand off on second down. Pick up of 2 or 3 yards. Weston again on the tackle, on the carry for Delaware State. And A.J. Roberts.
Tackled by A.J.
for
Roberts.
Stony Brook. We'll bring up third and about two and a half for Delaware State.
Third down.
The focus for Del State has to be all about collecting first downs on this drive right here and letting some of that time tick off the clock.
Last year, of course, with that powerful running attack Delaware State had, almost like 3rd and 2. It was almost like a gimme with the great running attack that they had. The Hornets are going to run on third down this time, and it looks like they're going to get enough drive to cross that first down marker.
I think that's first down right there.
Sean Weston again on the carry, and he got just enough surge. Ball only had to cross the 35-yard line. That'll give Delaware State a first down on the play.
That's a huge first down for Del State. They couldn't be in punting situation right now. They needed this first down to keep this drive going, to get this offense a little bit more seasoned and cohesive, but more importantly, let some of the time tick off the clock.
Yeah, and you have to be able to run the football, which Delaware State did to get that first down. This time a short game for Delaware State on first down.
Weston on the carry.
Sean Weston again, who's been the workhorse at running back for Delaware State so far. He just picks up a yard. Sebastian Riggs, defensive lineman for Stony Brook, on the tackle. Offensive coordinator, Washington for Delaware State, who had so much success as the play caller and helping with that running attack. Trying to get it established this year as well. Short pass out on the flat from Conley to Jaden Jenkins out of the backfield. Just a short gain. That'll bring up third down and 9 from the Delaware State 36-yard line. Midway, this is past the midway point. 5:15 in the opening quarter with Delaware State ahead 7-6.
Nice open field tackle by Gino Calagaro on that.
That's a good question right there. Got 20 minutes left before the game come on.
Left-handed crossing pattern, nice catch right at midfield, and another third down conversion for Delaware State.
Nice timing on that laser by Ali. He kind of threw the wide receiver open. Just perfect timing, good zip on that ball, and enough to keep the chains going.
Terrence Rowe on the reception. Short run past midfield, and the Hornets with a second consecutive third down conversion, this time on the pass. Hand off over the left side. Jaden Jenkins, nice little first down pickup along the left side. Tackled by linebacker lineman for
Ball spotted at the 44-yard line.
Flinksdale.
For the Wolves, second down.
I like that.
Second
That's a good
and 6.
first down run right in between those guards.
Just under 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Collier will drop the pass and throw along the far sideline. Nice job. Come back and make the catch.
Pass is complete.
Pass complete to Jalen Tuzado again, who was the receiver on the touchdown earlier. Nice job along the sideline to recognize where he was, get the feet down, and pick up the first down for Delaware State inside of the red zone for the Hornets. A little bit shy of the 15-yard line. So Tuzado connecting with both quarterbacks so far. Getting a touchdown, catch and run from Alay. This time from Samari, getting a nice gain on the pass from Collier. First down this time, stuffed in the backfield is Sean Weston. Going to lose yardage on that play. Tackle by Josh Lee for Stony Brook.
Del State is really struggled running inside the tackles
What up,
against
my dog?
the Seawolves, and
I
that's
don't know,
something that they have
man.
to
They were
actually
6-6
focus on. In
last
this
year,
game, they
so-
want to be able to establish that
And
run game
500
inside
in the
the guard tackle area, even when it is difficult. You still got to be able to grind yards out.
Shotgun again is Collier. Second left-hander to the quarterback. Now he's going to break. He's going to take off. Middle of the field will get to about the 15-yard line.
Dale on the carry.
short of the first down. That'll bring up third down around 7 or 8.
Let's go ahead and keep getting the donations in, y'all.
Hornets up by a point.
Got a nice chunk of yards on that. There's some of the yards that they lost on the prior tackle for a loss.
Collier's a big kid. He's 6'3", 225, senior out of Dallas, Texas, I should say. There's some other Dallases out there. There's Dallas, Texas, and comes to the Hornets from Coastal Carolina. He was engaged in the battle with the other quarterbacks on the roster, and even though Coach Jackson said LA would start the opener, which he did, Collier was getting some early action. And Delaware State will call a timeout with 1:51 facing a third down at about the 15-yard line. We will keep it right here. As so far, for an opening game, it's kind of what you expect. A couple of miscues, but by and large, you can see the athleticism for Delaware State. I mean, quarterback play. I mean, we're just scratching the surface right now. Both of these kids, if Coach Jackson has shown he's not afraid to play more than one quarterback, and we can see why these young men were playing at FBS schools before they came here at Delaware State.
And I can see why Coach is going to shuffle quarterbacks in and out, because he's got to decide who does what best. All right, he needs quarterbacks who can obviously throw the ball, but he's also going to need QB who can run the ball in certain situations. So he's going to mix up the playing call and try to get as many people involved as far as receivers are concerned. But I also know he definitely wants to focus on that run game, because last year the pass game was only successful because the run game was so successful.
Down, we'll call it 8 for DSU as the Stony Brook 15. Collier will be hit in the backfield and taken down. Helmet of a Stony Brook player actually on the field, but on the flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. I don't know if it had something to do with that Stony Brook player's helmet coming off his head. Maybe.
40.
Yeah.
Number 72.
I think someone was holding a helmet that got thrown off. So that'll be, of course, Stony Brook will decline that penalty, and the Hornets will attempt the field goal.
Not a given. The rain has come back again. So, once the rain enters into the pitch, things that are given.
The 41-yard field goal, we'll call it officially. That kick is going to be good. That's from 41-yard successful field goal. And the Hornets have opened up a 10-6 lead with 1:22 remaining in the first quarter. So the Hornets able to get something out of that drive after the fourth down stop. Offense getting to a couple of big plays and have scored on their 2 possessions.
Came up short in their very first. The last 2 possessions, they have come away with points, and I like that. If they can keep doing some iteration of that, a touchdown here, a field goal there, and still have this pretty good, solid defense that bends but doesn't break, look, they may have a chance to start the season off with a victory here at home.
Overcast. We were delayed slightly opening the game due to some weather issues. But so far, so good, although it's quite cloudy. But still, so far, we're in pretty good shape. Hopefully we can get through the game without any more interruptions. 1:22 remaining in the opening quarter, with Delaware State opening up a 10-6 lead after giving up the first 6 points on Stony Brook's opening possession.
Touchback.
And that'll be a touchback. Stony Brook for the 3rd time. Every time Delaware State is kicked off, it's been a touchback. So that's pretty good news for the kicking game. That kickers who can kick the ball. But at Alumni Stadium, for those who aren't familiar, it can be a wind trap at times. Oftentimes, if you're kicking west to east, it's usually can get more legs on that football than the other way around. That's been the history here. But right now, there's not much wind at all. We're looking at the flag on top of the goalposts, and they don't appear to be moving at all. So
Yeah, nothing discernible, nothing that will influence the game.
no,
And Fisher Butler, he's added about at least 10 yards to his leg strength from last year.
under center for the first time is Boyd. Handoff up the middle.
Rush by 33.
Hester on the carry.
CJ Hester on the carry. So he's right up the middle. He's brought down by safety Mekhi Connor around the 30-yard line. Boyd will drop back to pass. He will be sacked. Then Boyd pocket collapse quickly for Stony Brook.
Thanks on the stop.
Thanks with the get credited with the sack.
That's the type of interior pressure that Del State wants to apply to Boyd. Boyd is the type of quarterback that you don't want him back there giving him a whole bunch of time to get second and third level reads. You want to get him moving as quickly as possible and have him throw awkward passes.
Third down, a little less than 8 to go. Boyd will try to run, and he is hammered in the middle of the field. Look back with no flag, so good, clean tackle.
Boyd on the
For
carry.
Delaware State. There's Gensley August, defensive lineman, redshirt junior, with a hard hit. So after the first down gain of yards, Delaware State stiffening up on defense and will force another punt for Stony Brook.
Yeah, I'm going to give one person credit for that tackle. It seemed like the whole team was involved. That was a balloon army right there.
And that will end the first quarter. Good first quarter for Delaware State, scoring the last 10 points after giving up the first score of the touchdown. We have completed the first 15 minutes from Alumni Stadium in Dover, Delaware. Hornets lead 10-6. Okay, we'll keep it. Okay, we'll take a break. Second quarter when we get back. Delaware State leads after the first 15 minutes.
Brighter futures begin here with students.
Shoot, Del State say they ain't playing around tonight. Del State said, look, y'all thought last season was a fluke. They said, well, get a load of me. Man, got that Jack Nicholson joker in him. Get a load of me. Y'all thought it was a game. Look, I am back in the house. I had a good doctor's visit. Main thing they told me I need to do is just stay on my CPAP machine. And everything should be fine. And when he read me the numbers when I took my sleep study last time, that was 4 years ago in 2022. That man said I stopped breathing for half a minute on half a minute for 56 minutes. It's time to stop playing around with this. I'm not just saying playing around, but it is time for me to get serious about my health. And what he means by that, what he says and means by that is the fact that I spend more time gasping for air when I'm asleep than I actually do. I actually do sleep. So that's one thing I gotta work on. Yeah, Mr. Kelly, tell him, hit the cash app and hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all like the stream. There's a lot of people that's gonna be on here that's out there doing something tonight, but y'all know y'all can only get it here from me with the games. We back.
And welcome back to Delaware State's Alumni Stadium for the start of quarter number 2. Delaware State leading 10-6 over Stony Brook. After that last play while we were on break, the officials reviewed for possible targeting on Delaware State after some protestation from the Stony Brook sideline. After the review, the officials determined that it was not targeting, that it was a clean tackle, and that play stood. So good defense by Delaware State to on that last possession by the Seawolves.
Yeah, it's been solid defense for Del State this entire game. Even though they gave up that huge play for the 6 points in the opening in the first quarter, they've managed to literally keep Stony Brook kind of contained. They may pick up a first down here or there, complete a pass, but Stony Brook really hasn't had a long, time-consuming drive against Delaware State.
Amari Collier back in at quarterback for Delaware State, the senior transfer from Coastal Carolina, takes a snap and will roll to the right, throws and almost intercepted, knocked away by a by a Stony Brook defender around the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete pass. As Collier is the second quarterback to see action for Delaware State so far this evening.
I like to see them go vertical. These quarterbacks have strong arms, but I also want to see them just get the ball in the hands of the wide receivers. Hit them with those short stop patterns.
Handoff to Weston. He tries to left side and nothing going there.
Breaking on the carry.
Correction, that was Boykin on the carry. Keith Boykin. And tackled by Morelli of Stony Brook. Short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Hornets.
That game is on ESPN Plus, y'all.
30.
I will turn it on there in a minute.
Hornets, after giving up the first 6 points, have answered with 10 straight and lead, but they completed 2 third down conversions on the previous drive. Now Collier will run. He's a big kid. He's tough to bring down, and he looks like he'll dive for the necessary yardage for the first down. Again, Collier is a big kid. He is 6'3", 225. And he's tackled in the secondary for the first down. That was Cam Johnson, a defensive back, and nice tackle by him. But that's a load.
Try something,
on the loose like that. Collier this time will take the snap and just run right up the middle. He has plenty of running room inside of Stony Brook territory. Up to 20, 15, 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Delaware State. 59-yard touchdown run by quarterback Amari Collier.
You know, he was comfortable the first time that he ran the ball. I think his comfort level just quadrupled on that second run. He almost felt he had a touchdown when he caught the snap.
My goodness. He's a load. And I'm sure defensive backs don't want to see a big guy like that coming downfield and having to make a one-on-one tackle. But that's just a nice play call, good execution, great blocking at the interior and downfield. And the Hornets have opened up a 16-6 lead with the extra point good. Hornets now lead by 11. So,
yeah, Coach Jackson, if this is the guy who he thought should be the second stringer, Del State's in pretty good position. I'll tell you that much.
Designed to run right from the beginning. Look at that, breaking one tackle, and once he gets near the sideline, it's no stopping this young fellow here.
Yeah, he offers them exactly what they're looking for at that quarterback position, especially when you have a young team and you haven't developed that chemistry between the quarterback and the wide receiver, that chemistry where you can kind of feel just by his body movement when to throw the ball. That doesn't exist right now. So they're going to need quarterbacks who can make some things happen when the receivers aren't open.
Delaware State scoring its second touchdown of the. We'll take a break. We are at 13:21 left in the second quarter. Delaware State ahead 17-6. You're watching MEAC football on the MEAC network.
There is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means something, and where rivalries are measured in decades, not dollars. In this conference, we push one another to greater heights on the field, the court, the track, and in the classroom. Here, we stay true to our values, and we stay true to each other. The Mideastern Athletic Conference, where champions are made.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Built by us.
Driven by purpose.
And it shows
in everything we do.
Where academics and athletics go
hand in hand.
Strong on the court.
Relentless on the field.
Leaders in the classroom.
The MEAC is home to the leading HBCU research institutions in the country.
Where discovery drives opportunity.
And we bring it to life.
For generations, we've developed top industry leaders.
And we're not slowing down.
One conference.
Where champions compete.
And leaders rise.
We are MEAC. And this
is built by us.
Brighter futures begin here with students and faculty that bring campus projects to life with help from the Home Depot Retool Your School grants. With these grants, schools in need have built innovative learning lounges, revitalized rec areas, and created peaceful wellness spaces, providing students with areas to learn, relax, and thrive. Through their dedication to uplifting their campuses, these schools are growing stronger, one grant at a time, one project at a time, one community at a time. Learn more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
And welcome back to Delaware State University on the MEAC network. The Delaware State Hornets have scored 17 unanswered points, open up a 17-6 lead over Stony Brook. 13:21 left in the second quarter. Hornets scoring their last touchdown on an electrifying 59-yard run by transfer quarterback Shamari Collier, and this kickoff will go into the end zone. Touchback. Collier started in Illinois before transferring to Coastal Carolina, won a Big Ten program. Coastal Carolina, one of the rising. We see the talent here. We don't know whether it was by design for Coach Jackson to start Ale and then bring Collier in, or anything happened to Ale. But since Collier's been in the game, it's been nothing but success for Delaware State.
A lot of times it just comes down to the last practice, and the coach has to make a decision. And it's not because one person is playing that the other person isn't good. It's just somebody has to start.
First down, pass swung out of the left flat, short gain for Coastal Carolina. And I'm okay, unless, of course, Ale is hurt. But if it was just kind of gamesmanship, we're going to say we'll start this guy and then we intend to play Collier the rest of the game. I'm okay with that, because we certainly that causes the other team maybe to game plan a little differently, but it's worked so far.
It's par for the course for Del State. They used two quarterbacks last year.
And he's interception. Delaware State. That is Wayne Favors, preseason All MEAC selection, showing why he's on that list, and he picks the ball off. And Delaware State will have the football in Coastal Carolina. I keep saying Coastal Carolina because of Collier, in Stony Brook territory at the 29-yard line. So Wayne Favors living up to his preseason billing, and Delaware State will get the ball right back, try to add to its lead.
He's done something that nobody else has done in college football to Stony Brook, and that's intercept Quinn Boyd. Last 5 games from last season, no interceptions. He entered into the season, no interceptions. Guess what? Here's interception number 1 by number 1.
Now, Uwe Ale is back in at quarterback. The other left-hander, both Collier and Ale are left-handers, and Uwe is back in. He'll hand off on first down. Nothing going there for Delaware State.
Jenkins.
Good penetration by the defensive line by Stony Brook.
Delaware State was short gain tackle by the Seawolves Bueno. Ball actually tackled in the backfield, actually, so a 2-yard loss for Delaware State will bring up second down and 12. Approaching 12 minutes to go in this second quarter. Low snap, but Ale fields it and passes incomplete on the attempted cross. Coastal Carolina. Pass intended for Daniel. I'm going to get Coastal out of my mind. Before the night's over, I'm telling you I'm going to get him. I'm going to keep saying Stony Brook until I get it straight in my head. But Collier has been so good so far. Third and long now for DSU. Right at around 31-yard line. Ale will drop back, looks to his right. Now he's going to run the ball line, but there was a flag in the backfield. That usually indicates a hold on the offense. So we'll see what the outfield.
Offense, number 50.
It will be a holding call, though State will bring the ball back down instead of 3rd and 12. It's going to be 3rd and about 22.
Let's go.
Ali just showed he's got tremendous foot speed. He's got great arm strength. I could see why the coach started him. I could see why either one of these quarterbacks could be the starter for Delaware State University. You know what that means. We got a QB battle. And nothing you love better in the season than to have two good QBs in game number 1.
3rd down and 22 from the 41-yard line of Stony Brook. One back to the right of LA. Throws just short of the receiver around the 20-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th and long for Delaware State, and more than likely we'll see a punt. So the penalty on that second down hurt, as it looked like the Hornets had something going.
That might be Del State's 6th or 7th penalty here in the game. And again, they're up, they're winning. They seem to be the better team at this point, but the penalties are going to haunt them if they can't get that under control.
17-6. Hornets out in front. It's weather is settled down. Nice opening day crowd here for Delaware State. His whistle.
Delay game. Offense.
Delay game. Not the worst thing that could happen is lose 5 yards, give them a little bit more room to punt that football. The hope is you can pin the Seawolves inside the 15 and 10-yard line. Gazi Turabi is the punter for Delaware State. The newcomer. Gets the kick, end over ran. It's going to bounce inside the 5 and into the end zone for the touchback. So Stony Brook will begin its next series of downs from the 20-yard line. As we again,
there is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means something, and where rivalries are measured in decades, not dollars. In this conference, we push one another to greater heights on the field, the court, the track, and in the classroom. Here, we stay true to our values, and we stay true to each other. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, where champions are made.
When your big idea to improve a business opens the door to becoming business partners, Wells Fargo supports over 3 million small business customers. So when it's time for a change, we're here for you.
Built by us.
Driven by purpose.
And it shows.
In everything we do.
Where academics and athletics go
hand in hand.
Strong on the court.
Relentless on the field.
Leaders in the classroom.
The MEAC is home to the leading HBCU research institutions in the country.
Where discovery drives opportunity.
And we bring it to life.
For generations, we've developed top industry leaders.
And we're not slowing down.
One conference.
Where champions compete.
And leaders rise.
We are MEAC. And this
is built by us.
Brighter futures begin here with students and faculty that bring campus projects to life with help from the Home Depot Retool Your School grants. With these grants, schools in need have built innovative learning lounges, revitalized rec areas, and created peaceful wellness spaces, providing students with areas to learn, relax, and
I'm gonna switch over to
through their dedication to uplifting their campuses, these schools are growing stronger. One
So it's on commercial right now, so that's the reason why it's like this. The Me Sports Network. I'm gonna continue that on my phone. Hey, make sure y'all hit the cash out, man. We still raising money for the Labor Day Classic. Well, to get me to the Labor Day Classic in Jackson, Mississippi, and to cover for the Labor Day Battle of the Bands on that Sunday, September the 6th. So, man, make sure y'all hit that cash out. The goal is $400. We are right now at 360. Hit the 20. Who hit that $20 right there? Appreciate it, Mr. Johnny. Shoot. Valley said, stop playing with these boys. Stop playing with us. Valley said, stop. Y'all better stop playing with us. Where's my I need to find where's my ESPN app on my laptop. There we go. Hey y'all, let me do something right now. I apologize. Let me it's telling me to update my device. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, man. Look. All right, Valor got to get their head back into the game. It's still what, first quarter? Let's see what somebody said. Ask me. Not where will you be at Saturday, Mr. Thornton? I'll be here at the house Saturday. I have to work early Saturday morning. So I'll be here at the house, but I will be looking at games on Saturday. So don't worry about it. We will have everything squared up for Saturday. So Mr. Johnny, the $20 won't go to my initial thing because I need it for next weekend. That goes towards the $20 going towards the actual what is it? It goes towards the YouTube payment. It goes towards the YouTube payment, and I won't get that check until next month.
Rodrigue to Jordan Smith, and Jordan Smith, who's in his fifth season, was previously at New Mexico State. Based on what I can see, Ronnie, on the biography, that's the first time he had scored a touchdown on the collegiate level after being a first-team All-Stater at Slidell High School.
Yeah, save the best for last, I guess.
All right, this will be returned by Davian Blewett, and he's got a nice return up across the 25, still on his feet before he's wrestled to the ground. And about the 28-yard line, finally making the tackle there for Nichols was Blake Brown. And let's see what Mississippi Valley State does at running back. Tez. A lot of new faces on this Nichols defense. Alex Villavaso is one of the returners that should have a big season. But they went heavy into transfer portal. A lot of guys for this Nichols defense. Good pursuits by Nichols. Dale Smith Jr., one of the guys running after Josh Brown that time out of Lutcher.
Yeah, Josh Brown, fortunate that that ball was not picked. Ill-advised throw, should have chunked it out of bounds, but Colonel's defense stepped it up, and it's amazing. You know, one play can swing a ball game. You get a big touchdown, and all of a sudden now you got some life in this big home crowd on opening night, and the defense rose to the occasion.
Nick Stevens, the punter, he handled some of the punting duties last year. 10 punts, averaged 34 yards a punt. And a nice punt here, and it's going to get down at about the 15-yard line.
Boy, what an excellent job, because that was a poor snap. Could have easily had a punt blocked, and instead got it, you know, fielded it nicely like a middle infielder, and then got it away for a heck of a punt.
Nichols offense back out on the field. 5:21 to go in this opening quarter. As the Colonels went 4-8 last season. The offense really struggled, but it got going once Rodrigue ended up being the starting quarterback.
Beyond about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage on that right side.
Extra point is good. So two big offensive plays here for Nichols, and they now have taken a 14-0 lead.
Take another look at the touchdown. Nice job. Just a little blitz coming from that outside. Again, Colonel's able to burn the Delta Devils on the blitz, trying to bring pressure, and it has not rattled this Nichols Colonel offense. Rodrigue standing in the pocket and just delivering a strike, and then the confusion in the secondary made that one an easy catch and run.
2 plays for 133 yards on these 2 long touchdown passes. And it wasn't like Rodrigue really had to wind up and fire him deep down the field. And not sure what happened there defensively for Mississippi Valley State, but Greg Donaldson, who was a quarterback at Warren Easton, puts right back. He's talking about how raw of a player he is. He's been at Millsaps College, Texas College, but he's been really coming along. And a big thrill for him to find the end zone. So Mississippi Valley State now gets the ball back. Blew it. Across the 15. 15. He's got a nice little seam here up the middle and got up to the 29-yard line before taken to the turf by Christian White. Christian White is actually a transfer from Mississippi Valley State. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 30. And boy, the Delta Devils got off to such a great start here. And then two really negative plays for them. He had the fumble inside the 5 and then a punt return that would have set him up inside the 20 that was called back because of a penalty.
Yeah, definitely a bizarre.
We started at ULM last season. Made the tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like this Colonel defense is content to, all right, you want to spread the receivers out? Fine, chunk it. They are not convinced. Field goal action, 42-yard attempt coming up right here, maybe 43.
Makeel Schuler on the tackle. And the man that will try the field goal here for the Colonels. It's going to be Kingston Fan, but we'll have to wait and see. That's the 2026 Nichols Colonels taking the field. After a slow start, they lead by 2 touchdowns.
They've been saving people money for.
Oh my goodness. Valley. I mean, they say Valley doing Valley things, man. I just think, I mean, it's the first game of the season. They have a good stop. I mean, they just, when you look at it, you just going in there and you're trying to work the kinks out. And I'm sorry if that's, I don't know if that's my stream or if that's the stream of on Hulu, but I never get it, you know. I'm just trying to see if I can actually switch it. Let's see something Disney. Disney Plus. See if it hits on there. I mean, that's the reason why I got a Wi-Fi extender in here in my room, but I don't know what it's trying to extend to. But man, look, I appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. You got over 118 folks in here. That's between YouTube and Twitter. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, we are doing, yeah, that's me. That's my name. Also raising donation funds for trying to get to Jackson for Labor Day Classic. So let me adjust this at 350. Okay, that's good. Maybe it is my stream. I guess I'm using too much Looks like I'm using too much bandwidth on this thing. Anyway, let's get back to it, y'all.
Correct about having big legs and can you kick it from 50? Give me 45 in. You know, that's where the majority of your field goal attempts come anyway. And I think he benefited from the timeout, able to kind of regroup, gather himself. Just on the right side of the middle, a nice solid kick.
Coach right back, he said that Fan would be handling more of the short field goals and Wyatt Guidry would be handling more of the longer field goals. But 42, if he can make it from 42, and he had a few yards to spare there, but that's a nice job by Nichols to get some points on the board. 10 plays, 35 yards, took a little over 4 minutes off the clock. And Nichols, 187 yards of total offense to Mississippi Valley State's 86. And
yeah, the majority of that, though, coming on 2 plays, 2 big, long touchdown runs. Tough catches.
On the kick now is Ashton Gilbo. And Gilbo, end over end kick. Going to be handled at the 6 by the return man for the Delta Devils. And again, Mississippi Valley State getting a nice return. Davian blew it all the way across the 35 to the 36.
Yeah, that's definitely been one of the highlights for Mississippi Valley State today is the job they have done on kick returns. They've been able to get it past the 28 just about every time.
Josh Brown, 2 of 6 for 11 yards, 1 interception. Mentioned 86 total yards for the Delta Devils, 75 of those coming on the ground. It was a on first down.
Yeah, I think this was going to be a throwback to the other side right here. And they had a couple of receivers, couple of running backs lined up way on the other side of the field. So he had an option there to run pass it, couldn't catch it.
Alec Haynes gets the easy tackle for a loss, and all of a sudden it's 3rd down and 11. Delta Devils 1 of 4 on 3rd down, and then they had too many men in the huddle. These are the kind of things you
down.
There we go.
But it looks like that the Delta Devils have having trouble in the pass game right now, getting on the same page.
Nick
That's
Stevens
so much
will
better.
handle the punt. He had a 51-yarder, his first punt of the night. Better snap this time. They nearly blocked it. Short punt, fair catch called. And the Colonels will have it at the 38-yard line. Nichols up 17-0 over Mississippi Valley State out of the SWAC. More coming up from Thibodaux right after this.
Credit Union One offers everything you need to get the most out of your accounts every day. With digital banking, you can pay bills online, set up personalized budgeting tools, easily transfer money between accounts, and more. Plus, you can get paid up to
That's much better. You now It's crazy. I'm gonna have to go through got dang on my Disney Plus to actually get a better stream. They did cross the 50 at one point in time, man. They did cross the 50. They had a missed opportunity with a penalties. So the score is 17-0 Nickel State right now. They are in the second quarter. They just started the second quarter. Going around college football. Let me see, because I said I was going to keep up with Stony Brook and Delaware State. Delaware State. I know that Dale State is up big time right now against Stony Brook. I think it's 24-6. Yeah, they might have scored again because it looked like they were pretty much on the move, on the run. So so whenever I do something like this, when I do, if it's on ESPN Plus, make sure I go on my Disney Plus.
He was 21 career interceptions in college in just 3 seasons at Florida State.
Jim Thorpe Award winner, went on to a 14-year NFL career, winning a Super Bowl. And he is in his second season as the head coach at Mississippi Valley State. One of his things this year, no excuses. Even though Mississippi Valley State might not have a lot of the resources that other colleges on the D1 level have, that doesn't matter to him. They don't care. They're here to win.
Legal formation offense, more than 4 in the backfield.
Mm.
Decline, 4th down.
So Nichols has had 2 penalties, and twice it's because of an illegal formation. Punt team coming on for the Colonels.
Well, that's got to be frustrating, right, for Tommy Ryback. Not that it would have made a difference per se, but on the first down or not. But just, those are the things that coaches drive them crazy, right? We're calling the play. We're calling the formation. Just line up correctly. And sometimes it doesn't happen.
Colin Guggenheim is the special teams coordinator for Nichols. Of course, he was an outstanding running back out of John Curtis here for the Colonels.
Wow, look at this kick.
This is a great punt by Farrell Harwood, and it drives the return man back, but another really nice return by Damian Blewett. Mississippi Valley State will try to get something going here. They're down by 17 early in the second quarter in Thibodeau.
Making faves with Bistro Favorites.
Pretzel roll is how I roll.
A little bit of pesto, and it can't be a fave without my favorite.
And yo, we like to load up on turkey.
This looks phenomenal.
100% natural Bistro Favorites in the lunch meat aisle.
The new Red Bull Dragonberry Energizer is now at McDonald's.
Labor Day savings are happening now at the Home Depot. Bring on the season with fresh color and savings to match. From gardening essentials to power tools. Find everything you need to bring your outdoor plans together with low prices guaranteed. Shop now through September 9th at the Home Depot.
The first rivalry game of the millennium. Michigan at Ohio State.
An amazing comeback.
Ohio State leads the game of the century.
And that's the end of the half. We're headed into double overtime.
It's not just game day, it's tradition.
Same time next year.
And those who keep it alive deserve a Modelo.
Amica Insurance is proudly customer owned. We know what keeps you going, and we work harder to protect it. Visit amica.com today.
Did you know you can get a free phone and nationwide 5G when you join Cricket? Sick. Yeah, tell your friends. All my friends? Isn't it
Oh
crazy?
my
This phone is
goodness.
free! Are you nodding yet?
Back at Manning Field at John L. Guidry Stadium. Jeff Palermo, Ronnie Ramos
I'm
with
I'm
you.
trying to be nice, and that's donating and that's
Watch the
giving.
offensive line create a little space
Appreciate
for him
you.
in the middle, and he's able to step into it, sees the opening, and doesn't hesitate. Some much-needed momentum. You know, the success that Mississippi Valley State had at the beginning of this game was on the ground. Now, it wasn't so much with Brown as it was with the running backs, but they've been able to sling it around. It's their success moving the football has been primarily on the ground.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout by Mississippi Valley State with 9:21 to go.
Hey, yeah, Jared, go use your mama. You put that on the shirt.
Coach Buckley. Coach Buckley said that, and we'll talk a little bit more
Yeah,
about
the
it when we
O-line
come
got to
back,
do
but
something. They got to do better.
This is
They
his
got to do
first
better
head
with
coaching
blocking.
job on the collegiate level, and he admits it's a tough job, but he's in it for the long run. 17-0 Nichols. Delta Devils, though, on the move from Thibodeau.
Credit Union One offers everything you need to get the most out of your accounts every
Hey,
day. With digital
producer,
banking, you
I
can
am
pay bills
I'm
online,
calm.
set up personalized budgeting tools,
I'm
easily transfer
calm.
money
I
between
just don't
accounts,
like
and more.
folks trying to
Plus, you
go
can
after
get paid up to 2
using
days
me
sooner when you
to
set up
try
direct
to
deposit.
further
Get started at
narrate their own
c1.com.
point.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in
I
New Orleans,
told
best
I'm
grocery store
not
in
the one to
Baton
play
Rouge,
with.
Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Homa, Ham.
I might not say a lot. I might not say a lot, y'all. I might not do too much anything. But what I am gonna do is give y'all this good old news, have fun, and we gonna watch these games. But I you know what, man? You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Cause I promise you, if Prairie View loses on Saturday night, if they lose on Saturday night, I'm going full blown gun smoke on you. Yeah, they're gonna have to run the ball a little bit more with the running backs too. They got to get them involved. The offensive line got to move. They got to move the bodies out the line of scrimmage. They got to move the bodies off the line of scrimmage. I will say that. I think it's getting ready to come back on, if I'm not mistaken.
By the defender. Again, Kasai Jones from Georgia Military in Thompson, Georgia, making the tackle.
Yeah, that hold put Mississippi Valley, back, and they do not want to be in third and long type scenarios. This offense needs to have the threat of the run, has to be able to allow Josh Brown to run the football if need be from the quarterback position. And when he gets third and beyond the chains, it's just a tough going tonight.
Third punt of the night for Stevens, averaging 42 yards a punt. Short, high punt. Going to be handled by the return man here, Jake Godfrey. Godfrey going the wrong way, and he's tackled. Nice job by Jalen King on special teams to make the play. And I would say if there was a positive for Mississippi Valley State, it's been to play for the special teams, except for that one penalty on the long punt return that would have set them up inside the red zone.
No, you're right, and that's a nice play by a freshman, Jalen King, showing some athleticism, good hustle, getting downfield and making a tackle. But no, they've done a nice job in the run, the return game. They did have the one bad snap that almost cost them.
Now, there was a penalty on Valley, but I think it's going to be declined. It was an illegal.
They were saying it was a running into the kicker.
Kick, 4th down.
Okay, yeah, they're going to make a punt again. That's what I thought. So I got to get the special teams units back on. Colonels, as I mentioned, next week will be at Kansas State. Then the Southland opener against UTRGV on September 12th here at John L. Guidry Stadium. That will be another 6 o'clock start, but on a Saturday night. Should be a fun atmosphere. UTRGV did a great start to their time in the Southland last year.
Talking about great atmospheres, UTRGV baseball. My goodness.
Football, too. They play in a soccer stadium. They have an outstanding fan base there. Rabid fan base.
Yeah, it is like a soccer, fan base, as far as the chants and the flags and everything else. It's awesome.
This is another high punt. Godfrey will take it at the 42, makes one man miss, hurdles another man, and got up to the 48-yard line. So they end up getting better field position.
Yeah, about almost a 15-yard gain on making a punt.
Kamzi Arinzi out of Dallas makes the tackle. 24-0 Nichols. And again, it was a 66-0 win here a couple of years ago. So Mississippi Valley State trying to do something here. Colonels offensively last year, we talked about it, had an elite pass rusher for him out of Fort Myers, Florida. Here you take a look at David Jones. 3rd and long coming up for the Colonels after this 2-minute timeout.
It takes commitment to excellence.
Run it again. Double red.
So Delaware State is up right now, 24-13. They are in the 3rd quarter. They just started the 3rd quarter, so they're basically coming back out of halftime. I will probably turn it back on there. Because that game is looking a little bit more it's looking a little bit more competitive right now. We are still doing donations for Labor Day Classic weekend. So they'll be going to the Labor Day Classic game, also to the Labor Day Battle of the Bands. So while we at it, let me go ahead and hit the commercial break. While this is on commercial.
Jackson, Mississippi, the biggest event of the year is back. The 2026 HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle of the Bands and Fan Fest Weekend, presented by Renaissance. If you thought last year was amazing, you have no idea. This year, we turn it all the way up. For only the 2nd time ever, 10 of the world's top HBCU bands will meet and face off. This year's all-star lineup includes Southern Mississippi Valley, Alcorn, Tuskegee, Langston, Talladega, Grambling, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, the hometown zone Jackson State, and for the first time ever in Jackson, Mississippi, Bethune-Cookman. This is one event you don't want to miss. Bring the entire family. Come witness halftime shows from all 10 bands, along with the most exciting stand battles ever. Crank me up! The interactive stand battle where the audience determines the winner. It all goes down Labor Day weekend, Sunday, September 6th. The 2026 HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle of the Bands. This year, all gates will be open 3 hours early. Showtime is at 7 p.m. Last year's event sold out. This year's event is selling out faster. So get your early bird tickets now, starting at $20 at HBCULaborDayClassic.com.
Crazy.
Mississippi Valley as we approach halftime, and you see break one tackle and then all sorts of room up the middle.
You would think, as tired as Mississippi Valley State looks defensively, that Nichols would be dominating the time of possession. That hits off the upright, but still gets in. How about that? Fortunate bounce there for the freshman kicker, Kingston Fan. But Nichols has only had the ball for just under 13 minutes in this opening half, but yet they have worn out the
Delaware State strikes first in the second half to open up an 18-point lead at 31-13. Dennis Jones, Mike Stadium on the Delaware State campus. Impressive performance so far, particularly by the two transfer quarterbacks for Delaware State, as they have led the Hornets to this 18-point lead. Team effort, but we definitely see an improvement, an upgrade in quarterback play so far after these first 2 quarters and a half almost.
I see 2 comfortable quarterbacks with slightly different quarterbacking styles and skill sets, but nonetheless both equally comfortable behind the line.
Stony Brook will take the kickoff. That was DeMario Crawford on the return. Brought down at about the market, around the 33-yard line. Andrew Harris on the tackle for Delaware State. They'll put it down at the 34. See if the defense can come through here. As DSU had an 18-point lead earlier in the game. Boyd still in at quarterback. Quinn Boyd for Stony Brook. First step pass out, and the flat is complete. And the first down run
catch by 3
by Seth Schweitzer.
Pass complete to Schweitzer.
And the leading pass catcher for Stony Brook so far today. Looks like an injured Hornet on the field. We'll keep it here.
Stop by Kamari Nix.
As we mentioned, the highlight for Delaware State so far has been that that good quarterback play so far, and it's such a luxury when you have a quarterback that can make big plays on the ground as well as through the air, and with having
this is a good showing by Del State.
So far.
Valley just
with some interesting,
as everybody always say, Valley then Valley.
Decisions for opposition going forward, but it's 1 half, a little bit more than 1 half, but so far encouraged by what we've seen.
Right, and we could spin this positively all the way to the next game, and hopefully we'll see the consistent play of both of these QBs. But we'll find out next week what Stony Brook is all about, because they may be. I believe they're a good team, but Delaware State may be a much better team. We may not.
Score is 31-13.
How good they are based on
with
Stony
Mississippi
Brook's
Valley and
ability.
Nickel
So
State.
we're going to finish this game out. Del State hopefully will continue to do what they're doing.
Valley.
If you're them, to get this victory. If you're Stony Brook, there's still tons of opportunity to steal the victory here in Dover, Delaware. They've shown their ability to make big plays and move the ball. It's just that defense for Del State has come up more times than they've messed up. So now it's time for. If you're Del State, you want to bury them. If you don't, you're going to keep Stony Brook in the game.
It's interesting. It's still been primarily. I mean, we had the long touchdown pass and run for Delaware State's first score by Terzado, but after that, it's been primarily the athletic ability of those strong running quarterbacks for Delaware State. Hornets on defense now. They'll try to keep this lead, but another first down by Stony Brook. Boyd's pass complete to Justin Richard inside Delaware State territory about the 36-yard line.
As much as you don't want to give up those plays, if you're Del State, you got to keep everything in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to get beat deep quick. You want to make them struggle for every play.
5 receivers Boyd gets it out quick, almost too quick, as receiver unable to bring it in. Like Gutierrez, a tight end. Couldn't tell the ball may have been behind him a little bit, but again, with 5 receivers on the play, you don't have a lot of time to throw that ball.
It's gotten to him all night, so he's going to be just a slight bit gun shy in terms of holding on to that ball, especially if he knows there's nobody there blocking.
Hand off to Coney.
Coney on the carry.
In the middle of the line for Stony Brook. Brought down shy of the 30-yard line.
For the Hornets.
Neither team doing a really good job of establishing the run inside the tackles. Dell State obviously has struggled all night.
3rd and 7.
And for that matter, so has Stony Brook. Nothing really huge consistently in that run game.
3rd down, let's call it 7 for Stony Brook. Probably 4 down territory, given the score and tie. Boyd sidesteps a tackler, throws the middle of the field. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Lucas Martin. Nice coverage by Delaware State. Incomplete pass. I believe Stony Brook's going to keep the offense on the field. Go for the 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And that will be the case. Delaware State's done a nice job with, like, primarily sending 4 linemen. They didn't notice a lot of blitzing or anything. We'll see what they do here on 4th down. Now it's going to send the linebacker and put some pressure on Boyd. He's going to roll to the right, throw upfield, and he's going to complete the pass to a diving receiver. That is DJ Lincolns, as Quinn bought himself Boyd bought himself some time by rolling out. It looks like we have another injured Delaware State player on the field.
That's a good play by Boyd.
Yeah.
Doing a good job of recognizing nobody was open, so he's just going to buy more time, extend the play, and he finds somebody dragging across the field, and he hits him square in the number 1. Again, they keep the flag, they keep the chains moving, they keep possession.
And that's what they like about this kid. When again, he's a returning starter, and again, in today's college climate, not easy to do sometimes. To start a couple years in a row, but they see the potential in this kid, and that's kind of the play that proves the type of talent he has. See the whole field.
You gotta try to develop these players, and obviously you want to keep them, but the players, and rightly or wrongly so, however you feel about it, they have the ability to take their talents wherever they want to take them. So as he increases his performance throughout this season, and he does a really, really good job for Stony Brook, and they end up having a really good year. And if he's responsible for it, he's probably going to consider looking into the portal, because everybody has a right to do what they think is best for them. It's where we find ourselves.
Stony Brook now trying to answer the Delaware State touchdown as we approach the halfway point of the 3rd quarter, with Delaware State back up by 18. The Hornets were ahead 24-6 at one point in the first half. Back up to 18, the lead again. Little miscommunication in the backfield for Stony Brook as Jeremiah Coney. Looks like there were 2 players took the handoff and was hit right away by the Delaware State defense.
Loss of 3. 2nd and 13.
Those are the type of miscommunications you find early in the season, especially in game 1s.
Whistles will stop the play as Hornet
Prior to the stat, timeout. Delaware State.
Call a timeout. About 7.5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. So far, so good if you're a Delaware State fan. We're talking about the MEAC earlier and what this season shapes up to be. We'll talk a little bit more about what's happening around the MEAC.
HBCU official.
There is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means.
So you haven't done it by now. Make sure y'all go check out the MEAC Network. You can download it on your phone, download it on your laptop, download it. You could watch it from the website. Pretty much the same thing that Swag TV does, but I'll just have to let y'all know Swag TV is better. What up, though? What up, though? Oh. Woo. Valley. But anyway, man, it's yo. This nigga did not just come in here. Are you late? Boy, I've been starting the stream since 5 o'clock. I was leaving the doctor's office on my way home when I started my stream. What's going on? How you doing, Whitley? But nah, I've been starting my stream since I left the doctor's office at 5 o'clock. Well, about 10 minutes to 5. So I've been chilling. Yeah. I done went live, and then as soon as I got in the house, because I had to wait for my Uber to get here. As soon as I got in the house, I turned it on, and here we are. We in there. Let's get back to it.
In this third quarter, the Hornets holding on to a 31-13 lead. Pressure. Quinn avoids the pressure and manages to get back to near the line of scrimmage.
Stop by Jordan Tanks.
Tackled by linebacker Jordan out of the pocket. And bring up third and long for the Seawolves.
He never had a chance to even look downfield to see if any wide receivers were open.
Hornets have 3 down. Stony Brook looks to maybe check off on the play.
Hornet Nation, make some noise.
Again, good pressure by Delaware State. Pass into the end zone is incomplete.
Good.
Into the arms of a Stony Brook receiver, but broken up. Nice contest by Delaware State secondary.
It's like a
Break
lot of hand
play by Mark Burns of Delaware State Junior.
A lot of contact on that play, but they thought better of it.
Officials letting him play. Stony Brook in 4-down territory. Will go for it on 4th and long, trailing by 18 points rather. So we're going the attempted field goal.
Second time they've attempted the 4th down play on this drive.
Boy has to try to step up, throws into the middle of the field, and it is caught for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Seth Schweitzer, senior wide receiver, on the cross in the end zone. Hornets had a couple of defenders there just out of the reach. One Delaware State defender, good concentration, went through to make the catch and the touchdown.
Good pass, good throw, good team. Again, they believe this game is far from over, and they're executing on every possession like they're still in the game.
On a 4th down play, and talk about a game of inches. Delaware State had a couple of defenders there just not able to make contact with the ball. The extra point is good. So the Seawolves cut the Hornets lead to 11 once again at 31-20. 6:40 remaining in this third quarter. We were talking about the MEAC earlier and the remaining 5 teams in the conference who are in action this weekend. This happened to be the opener of the conference season, but defending champ South Carolina State hosting Savannah State on Saturday. Morgan State's on the road at old rival North Carolina A&T State. That'll be an interesting matchup between conferences, MEAC and Coastal, as North Carolina A&T now a member of the Coastal Athletic Association. Norfolk State hosting Winston-Salem State on Saturday. North Carolina Central traveling to SWAC country to take on Texas Southern. And the MEAC SWAC Challenge this year, Howard will represent the MEAC to take on Alabama A&M down in Atlanta on Saturday. That game's going to be on ABC television. Stony Brook is kicking off. Ball will hit and roll out of bounds. So that's a penalty, and Delaware State will, I'm sure, choose to take the ball at the 35-yard line on the penalty.
Smart decision by Del State, gives them excellent field position. And again, this is an important possession for them. It's one where you have to start to iron out some of the wrinkles and deficiencies in your game that you saw in the first half and a little bit of the second half. You got to establish the run game. Got to be able to pick up first downs running the ball when the defense knows you're going to run the ball.
And, of course, with this lead and the time, you definitely want to be able to run time off the clock. And the Hornets have the ability to do it. Primarily, it's been with the quarterback so far this evening, unlike last year where it was a 2 and sometimes 3-headed monster at the running back position. Handoff and nothing going as Weston on the carry. He is met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Delaware State.
Sewell was just doing a good job of shutting off the Del State blockers. Whenever you see a running back that has 3 or 4 guys on him, and there's no offensive lineman on the floor or near him, that's just great defensive pursuit by that line.
Hue Lane still in at quarterback for Delaware State. He started for the Hornets. We've also seen Samari Collier. This time on the pitch. Nice gain by Weston. Gets near the first down marker and on the pitch. A couple linemen got out in front, and Weston able to get some of that lost yardage back and get close to a first down.
Very determined on that run. Probably should have been tackled 2 or 3 yards shy of where he ended up. But it just kept his legs moving and put them in a 3rd and short situation.
Yeah, this is a situation where, again, you have a running quarterback. You establish that you want to be a good running team. These are the plays that prove whether you can handle these kind of situations. And the Hornets will get the first down running the football, which in turn keeps the clock running as well. So first down, Delaware State on the run. Weston with the first down.
Takes the ball to the 47-yard line. That's a Hornets first down.
Approaching 5 minutes in this third quarter. Hornets led 31-13 at the break. Stony Brook had scored the only points of this second half on a touchdown and extra point just a few minutes ago. Delaware State trying to answer. Single back next to quarterback Ali. And off to Weston, cuts back in the middle of the field, gets into Stony Brook territory all the way to the 35, 34-yard line, and that'll be another first down for Delaware State.
Again, they realized they weren't getting anything really upside those tackles, so then they decided to bounce it outside, and they seem to be getting good.
Make sure y'all hit that donation button.
On the run,
try to get to the Labor Day Classic and the Labor Day Battle of the Bands next week.
Weston East stopped in right about the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Rush by 22, tackle by 20 on the carry. Stop by.
Tackle by Gino Calgaro, the inside linebacker for Stony Brook, but the clock is running. Hornets running the football so far here on this possession. Only the transfer from Troy State. Previously played at the University of Houston, Texas, and now here at Delaware State, starting the season opener. He'll swing it out toward the far sideline. Pass is incomplete as that play was broken up by a good rush by Stony Brook on the front line.
I think that was a design screen, but, even on a screen, you have to engage a little bit to slow the defense of line down, and I don't think there was any engagement by the offensive line. They just sold the screen, I think, a little too effectively.
Third down and 10 now for Delaware State. Mark it at let's say the Stony Brook 34, just inside of 35 and 34. Ball count. Wayne looks to throw into the end zone and just outside of the reach of the intended receiver for the Hornets, Kyrie Benton. He had a step on the defensive back, just a little bit overthrown, and that'll bring up fourth down and 10. We'll see what the Hornets decide to do here.
Pass intended for Benton.
After tonight, I'll go back on live tomorrow. I'll do a video. I'll record a video. I'll record a video tonight for my Dallas Cowboys channel. I'll go back on tomorrow night and we'll recap the games from tonight. And then we'll be back on Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, because I get off at 3 o'clock Saturday. So I will be
kick.
I'm gonna be on this thing
If nothing
every
else, it's
day.
forced Stony Brook to call a timeout, whether Delaware State was actually going to kick it or not, to burn a timeout. Something I'm sure the Seawards weren't expecting for Delaware State to line up in field goal position. And if that's the case, and if nothing else, Delaware State got Stony Brook to burn one.
I got word from the producer.
Trailing by 11.
We got a lot of people that's on here. There's 161 people that's watching between Twitter and YouTube.
Get the 2-point
Make sure you hit that like
kick a field goal
button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that donation button. So we're trying to get
you're going to need multiple possessions. For the Labor State, you can hit this field goal.
Day battle the fans.
They obviously have
covering both.
Confidence in Fisher Butler. I mean, it's a 52
shout out to
yard attempt.
To your father. Happy birthday to him.
Snap. Good. The kick is
if you can give it between $5 to $10.
52 yards.
Be covered at $330.
Your Butler. Wow. That increases the Hornet lead to 34
right now. Sitting at
70.
70 right now. That's in the.
Wow, young man knew the team able to kick a 52-yard field goal into the night at Alumni Stadium. What confidence they have in this young man. Because he misses that field goal, they're going back to the line of scrimmage. But these are the type of games you want to find out what you have. You're at home. You have some momentum.
Donated.
You've seen this kid kick all summer, and they have the confidence to try a 50-yarder. In the
$330
needs to be huge because it makes them think that we get in field goal range, this guy can get the ball through the upright. So, obviously the team is always going to think 3 is an option. They're going to play hard for 6. So I think.
But yeah, that's what we got right now.
Great
That's
motivational kick for the Hornets.
The
all the distance, man.
Is telling me on my phone that we got to get it going on.
Yeah, that's
yes. Delaware State does look formidable.
Butler, he is a senior.
And yes, congratulations to Father Turner, 83 years old, 83 years young, man.
He'll be kicking off. What up, now
Cliff?
leading by 14 points.
But yeah, we try to get this going right now.
Would you say, Mike, it was a little tough to even see the official there.
I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to
the end zone
Nashville, but I'll be in.
Man, that's a nice job.
I'll be in Jackson.
No wind in particular to aid the kick. That's just straight leg.
Oh yeah,
snap and hold.
Game.
52-yarder for Delaware State against the Hornets. 34-20 lead. 3:39 remaining in quarter number 3.
That's a great confidence booster again for him and the team. I've been in these situations when you have a reliable kicker, it changes the pressure you put on yourself.
There we go.
On possession.
Is that better? Mr. Harris, it is Dell State versus Stony Brook. Stony Brook out of Long Island, New York.
Under a little bit of pressure, completes the pass.
And Delaware State from the MEAC.
Receiver takes the hit and stays on his feet. Who's been impressive for Stony Brook to get the Seawolves to midfield on one play.
But
just
if
like
you can,
that,
you can
Stony
give
Brook, trying to fight back already at midfield.
Catches the shallow cross, bounces off of 2 guys before they bring him down, but he had to jog off to the sideline. He took a couple of big hits on that play.
This time the handoff. Runner breaks free along the far sideline, gets the first down.
And if you haven't seen here, if you haven't watched the game with us over here, do not understand. I will tell you, man, I turn this off. I do not turn the monetization on YouTube because they will block it.
This team
so
is
all the money,
they're not
for what we missed out on is always asked for
first down
in
runner stuff.
donations.
Stony Brook again. We
So
talked about the team and the head coach.
and this one is
actually
asked
like
for
National
donations
Coach of the
to
Year
get
back
to Jackson,
during
Mississippi
the
next
24
weekend.
season. He took a team that was winless.
I will be
and,
off next weekend.
Did something like Delaware State.
My boss has already told me I'm going to be off next weekend.
So they don't appear to be the type of team that's going to lay down. They're going to keep pushing it. They have a great head coach and a great staff. And again, picked in the 5th in the Coastal Athletic Association.
I don't think it's sus. I think it's a work in progress.
Close to another first down.
It's a work in progress. But I will say this though, Miss Davis. I will say this, that their defense has looked a whole lot better. It was looked a whole lot better this season in this game than what it is from last season.
Yeah, when I thought of
and yes, and give a good shout out to Dr. Peoples.
We'll get even closer.
Dr. Peoples' birthday was yesterday. He turned good old century 100.
Response to the long Delaware State field goal.
The best president, by far the best president that Jackson State has ever had.
Red zone, in fact, inside the 10-yard line.
Seawolves have probably declined 2 or 3 penalties that Delaware State committed.
All right, we are at 3:05.
Del State is definitely in.
And as long as y'all send in, I do type down what we have, so that way I won't lose count. Appreciate you, Mr. Price.
Swing pass inside the 5, inside the 3, and Stony Brook inching towards the goal line. Pass complete to Gutierrez on the rollout. Fake handoff and then good tackle to save the touchdown by Delaware State, but certainly Stony Brook on the move. Clock is running, approaching a minute, 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Handoff to Hefter, and that will be a touchdown for Stony Brook. C.J. Hester right up the middle.
Looking like they want to come back.
With an impressive response to the long Delaware State field goal. Now pulls to within
What's that?
Only trailing by 7.
Interested to see if I think they're just going to go for the traditional one.
What up, big? What up, bro?
Good ball club, well-coached team. By no means hanging heads on the Stone. How Delaware State responds after Stony Brook is now just trailing by 7 points. They've chopped 11 points off a lead that was 18 by Delaware State at one time.
Keep in mind that on that field goal, that 52-yard field goal, Delaware State started that drive on their own 35. So literally the offense struggled just to get him into that big field goal range. So the offense has not been really performing on all cylinders here.
Oh yeah,
We'll see what
37. I think it's 37.
The starter, Uwe, who's played pretty much this second half. We'll see who Coach Jackson trots out here now with the game inching a bit closer. Both teams so far have made some good plays. I mean, the first game, you're going to get some sloppy play, more penalties, and I'm sure Coach Jackson.
They got to work on their defense.
Be interesting.
And the only reason why I feel like they need to work on the defense now is because when they have the lead,
with the talent level of Delaware State so far,
they get relaxed
this season
on defense.
Off inside of the 5-yard line by Dominguez. They'll get outside the 20, just shy of the 25-yard line. Stony Brook fired up as now Delaware State will have to try to pad this lead a little bit as it's now down to 7 points.
Just solid defensive coverage by Stony Brook, giving no lanes for the kick return for Del State. And again, they performed well on offense. They got
it's down by 7 now, nephew.
Defensively, they've struggled because Del State has had some huge plays by the QBs, but they're in this game. Don't make no mistake about that.
Looks like Samari Collier is back in at quarterback for Delaware State. So we've seen the 2 transfers in the game look for Collier. Handoff and busted up right away. Jaden Jenkins on the carry and nowhere to go. Just took the handoff by Collier before he was knocked down in the backfield.
Right now, that offensive line, that continuity, that we are a wall mentality, it's still under construction at Delaware State University because it's a porous wall right now.
Loss of 3 on the play. Collier will step up in the pocket. Now he's going to roll to the right under pressure and brought down from behind. Sacked by Khalid Wando. Defensive end runs down Samari Collier from behind. And the Hornets have facing third and quite long after 2 negative plays after the kickoff. And that will be the final.
That bring campus projects to life with help from the Home Depot Retool Your School grants. With these grants, schools in need have built innovative.
Oh my goodness. Dale State seem like they just don't want to. They want to just give the game away. Come on now, y'all had the lead. The game started at 5. It's about to be 8 o'clock. Y'all done had the lead. Man, my man for Alabama State, my big dog, Mr. Mayor. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Man, but whew. Valley just scored. I think Valley scored 7 points. I'm not gonna lie to you on that. Let me change out this let me try to change this number now. We are out of 3-0. We are look, amen. We are down to we are $240. We need $240 to get to the goal. Man, please. Hey, we doing a do-over here, y'all. We doing a do-over here. But I hope everybody having a good evening tonight. I hope everybody is happy because football is back. Because I sure am happy. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share, subscribe to this channel. I do also have a new channel for all my Cowboys fans, and even all my Cowboys haters. I have a new channel on YouTube called Dallas Cowboys Unfiltered. Make sure you check that out also.
In regulation,
it's a new startup channel. We talk Cowboys. We getting into. I gotta do a video. Talk about tomorrow night's game against the Saints.
He gets to 25, sidesteps a would-be tackler and run out of bounds.
We got a lot going on.
To the first down mark.
We got a lot going on. So
hey, for about the 32. Nice job of salvaging the play for the transfer out of Coastal Carolina. He needed to get to the 32 as he It's fourth down and about a yard, and Delaware State leaves the offense on the field, as well as the big quarterback Collier, and Delaware State will go for it in its own territory on the second play from scrimmage of the fourth quarter.
What's
Collier
that, KD?
Shotgun and whistles blow as timeout is called. So Stony Brook has now burned 2 timeouts in this second half. So by my count, they will have one remaining. And if nothing else, Delaware State again forced Stony Brook to burn a timeout. Whether Coach Jackson brings the offense back on the field or not, we'll see. But again, I still call him a young coach. Just his second year. I mean, they know how to coach in situations, and again, they forced Stony Brook to burn a couple of timeouts in a one-possession game. Definitely will be needed, and the offense stays out on the field for Delaware State. Again, the quarterback is the big transfer from Coastal Carolina, Samari Collier. He
What's
is
up,
listed
KD? What's
at
that?
6'3", 225. And we'll see if he keeps the ball after taking the snap.
Man, make sure y'all like this.
Make
sure y'all like this stream. Make sure y'all again subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe if you're a Cowboys fan or a hater. Subscribe to my other channel. What's the scoreboard? The scoreboard is basically 34-27. Dale State is up.
Stony Brook defensive line.
Just good defense. Good penetration.
Yeah. Obviously, they were expecting that call as well, and the officials are going to call for a measurement.
If you question anything, you question, in a fourth and short situation, is going out of the gun the best scenario?
Yeah.
With a big, strong quarterback.
And it's a critical spot and a critical measurement here. Is Stony Brook with a chance if they get the stop?
No blowout right now.
To try to.
It was early.
Even take the lead. And Hornets are short, way short, almost the length of a football, a little more than the length of a football.
Oh, snap.
And credit the Stony Brook
Zoom on showcase, do a Dolly Parton tribute.
225-pound, 6'3" quarterback who only needed a little more than a yard. And Stony Brook with the momentum.
That's dope.
Here in this early in the fourth quarter.
Eddie Robinson, the head coach of Grambling State, the historic, prolific, whatever you want to call him, all the words. He said something very interesting. He said, when you have somebody on the ropes, you have to hit him with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
You have to hit him with a sledgehammer.
Hey. I don't know. I don't want to be the one to say, damn, I want to tell Coach Jackson, damn, I really wanted y'all to lose because somebody's going to give me a hundo.
I like the call. I do. Season opener. Hornets have made a name out of running the football, but we're going to take a break. We'll talk about it a little bit more when we get back. 34-27 Delaware State in front. Season opener, MEAC Network Football.
There is a conference.
You ain't even got to do that. You can just drop that right now. Shoot, bro.
Mean something.
You can drop that right now. That man dropped it. He dropped it. Oh, my God. My man, he done dropped the hundo. Look, y'all. God is good, y'all. God is good. God is good. God is good. 140. That's where we at right now. That is where we at. That's where we are at right now. You know what? You ain't got to drop. I mean, you can drop anything on lose. I want Dale State to win, but I don't want to be telling Coach Jackson, man, my boy dropped 100 because he told me y'all gonna lose in this spot. But nah, man, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. You're the real MVP. Ain't that what KD said? Oh my goodness. Look. Y'all know it's football season. Y'all know we can't. We acting a plum fool on here. Y'all know when football season come out. but yeah, man, we are having a good time. Appreciate everybody. Like I said, appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. But yeah, we are, man, we are rocking and rolling, y'all. Rocking and rolling. And if you love HBCU football, you don't have to be for just, you can always give. Let me take this banner off screen. That let you know this is what we got left over. If you could give $10, $5, $20, it doesn't matter. As much as needed. I would appreciate everybody for doing their part.
I don't think the shotgun was the right call.
Sounds good enough. Nice catch out of the backfield by Stony Brook Gutierrez. Still short of the first down. His clock is running under 14 minutes. That'll bring up third down now and 5 for the Seawolves.
Yeah.
Ball around the 26-yard line, third down situation. Shotgun for Stony Brook now. Boyd fakes the handoff, swings the pass out in the flat. Caught by number 3 for the Schweitzer, who's been a workhorse all day. He's run out of bounds. We'll see how close to the first down marker here. That was a third down play.
He's going to be short.
And now fourth down situation coming up now for Stony Brook. 4th and 1 now. The Seawolves will go for it, keeping the offense on the field, making a few substitutions. We'll see what the play call is here. First, we'll see if they'll try to draw Delaware State off sides, but 4 in the backfield, 3 men with the quarterback. He takes the snap, handoff, and it looks like enough for the surge. And
they got a first down.
And Stony Brook gets more than enough to get the first down. Schweitzer lined up in the background, took the handoff, and actually pulled ahead for
right now. Let me see what Dale State the offense is working with right now.
Whistles. Heard some whistles here. I thought it was an injury, but apparently not. It's like Delaware State defensive players were headed to the sideline. Oh, there was an injured player. Okay. Somewhat warm this evening, but not too bad. Usually in season openers, a lot of times you'll get some cramping.
Oh, Valley had not scored. It's 37-0.
That might be what it is, and nothing too serious. But
Josh Brown right now is 8 of 15 for 28 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. He also got 57 yards on the ground, followed by Desmond Ray with 49 yards on the ground. This is the Valley game right now.
I tell you, in the second half, the momentum definitely belongs to Stony Brook. Yeah, they're playing with more confidence. Del State start to play on their heels a little bit. The defense isn't as aggressive as it was in the first half, and I can understand why. They don't want to get beat. They don't want to give up any plays. But we talked earlier about, if you don't hit them with a sledgehammer and you keep them in the game, you allow for those empty possessions, it's just going to allow for these situations to occur later in the game.
You see Coach Deshaun Jackson on the sideline, the second-year head coach of the Delaware State Hornets, MEAC and HBCU Coach of the Year in 2025. It's hard to overstate what he did last year coming in with the program where it was, and he led the team to 8 wins, and just a remarkable opening for that young man. And Delaware State hit it with that hire. So he's definitely not happy right now with where his team is after enjoying 2 18-point leads. Now Stony Brook with a possibility with a touchdown to tie the game or even take a lead, depending on what they decide to do if they score. Boyd back to pass, now steps up. He's going to run to the right, gets to the 15, inside the 10, pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And will be a first and goal situation for Stony Brook. Omari Nix pushed Boyd out of bounds, and the Seawolves are in good position to try to reach the end zone now.
As crazy as this sounds, this may be the best situation for Del State. Obviously, they're in field goal position right now, Stony Brook, but Del State doesn't have to worry about getting beat deep, so they can really kind of.
Oh, shout out to Virginia State with the convincing win over Barton, 44-17 tonight.
Nothing there. Hester on the carry for Stony Brook.
Tusculum took care of Bluefield State 42-7. This is all on the Division II level.
Almost no gain for Stony Brook. Run clock is still running.
Friday, tomorrow night, you got Virginia Union taking on Lenore Ryan. That's at 5 o'clock. That's down there in North Carolina.
Crossing pattern,
Touchdown.
End zone, touchdown.
Touchdown. God damn it.
And the Seawolves will make a decision whether to go for the tie or go for two. Pass complete to Kaden Gutierrez, who's been a frequent target of Quinn Boyd this evening. And Stony Brook has come all the way back from 18-point deficits twice to now within a point of tying the game. And they'll go for the extra point kick to tie the game with all the momentum Stony Brook's way right now. You understand why they're going to try to kick for the extra point here instead of go for the two. And the kick is good, and this game is tied. Stony Brook Seawolves out of the Coastal
I
Athletics.
think they know how to win.
Coming back in this season.
I think they know how to win. I don't think they know how to. They got to learn how to close the game out. That's the issue. I think that's the main issue. They could they know how to win. They got to learn how to close it out. I think, they got to learn how to close out. That's the only thing they got to do. Learn how to close the game out. I still say they're going to be a problem in the MEAC. But they just got to learn how to close that game out. Anyway, man, what's going on, Alan? I see you here because football season done started. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my new channel also, Dallas Cowboys Unfiltered. It's on YouTube. Just started out last week. Got a couple of short videos, 2 long videos. Hopefully try to get some stuff going on before tomorrow's preseason finale against the Saints. Rosters has to be cut down by this Sunday from 90 to 53. Appreciate you for the donation, Sean.
Football opener on the MEAC Network. Dennis Jones along with Mike Walker, where the Stony Brook Seawolves have climbed back from 2 18-point deficits to tie the game at 34. 11:25 remaining in regulation. Delaware State will take the kickoff. Ball is dropped and now picked up inside the 5-yard line by Kale Ragsdale. And Delaware State will start well deep into its own territory after the muff, and furthering Stony Brook's momentum now, as the Stony Brook defense feels like now they can get on their heels a little bit as Delaware State with their backs to the wall.
Rosado, he didn't even field it cleanly, the initial kickoff. And again, I know they put him back there because he's electric. You see what he did in the first half with that big touchdown catch. But again, just fundamental football. You got to field it cleanly, and then you got to look for the lanes that have been established. And again, the timing was thrown off. That's a good defensive team. They played good special teams all night. Stony Brook haven't really given Del State anything as far as special teams play is concerned. So again, now Del State finds itself in a position they shouldn't be in and didn't want to be in.
Yeah, we were propping up the Stony Brook team and their head coach Tosh, who's again young guy who's a rising star in the coaching ranks. He proved himself as a really first-year head coach a couple of years back, winning a lot of awards and showing his team what kind of teams he's capable of coaching. Who didn't give up when down by 18 points on the first game. Kind of a warm night, and
I think that's the one thing right there. Let's see how they respond when they need to score.
And we'll see if Delaware State has what it takes to come back. So a real good competitive football game for the season opener.
A lot of talented athletes. We're going to see if it's a team.
Delaware State now inside the 5-yard line to begin the next series of plays.
Rush by 15.
Uwe back in the game for Delaware State, and he automatically gives Delaware State some breathing room on the option play. Uwe with a long run. Looks like it's going to be marked at about the 35-yard line, close to a 30-yard run on first down on the option play.
And that's huge. It takes the pressure of being
I got high school football to look at tomorrow night too, man.
Look what they gave him.
I forgot.
Nobody really assigned to him.
Yeah, good running ability. Both
DeSoto is going down to Fort Lauderdale to take on St. Thomas Aquinas.
They will drop back to throw completes, but in the back
Texas versus Florida.
Right on top of it is Stony Brook. Coming from the backfield, Joseph Garcia right on top of the play for Stony Brook to make the tackle. Lost yardage for Delaware State, second and long down for the Hornets.
Appreciate you, Mr. Davis.
Boyson took the pass, but Uwe was under a lot of pressure. Had to get rid of the ball quickly.
Second down.
Shotgun. Going to throw long. Some hand fighting going on down the sideline. Incomplete.
We just need $100,
for
y'all.
a penalty.
We just need $100. That's all we need.
Where both guys are kind of
Look at
going
this.
At it. No harm,
That's
no foul.
good, y'all.
Official. Both teams are probably looking for a penalty at that point.
Thought there might be some contact to Del State receiver's face.
Pass underthrown.
Yep.
Official probably figured best to be a no call. Down Delaware State facing a third and long.
Good.
Third down, we're calling it 12.
If everybody else could give at least $5 or $10,
For the Hornets, under 10 seconds.
10 people get $10. 5 people get $20.
Uwe is in
We
shotgun.
good.
Takes the snap, drops back.
Man, I appreciate you, brother.
Throws across the middle, and the pass is caught, but well short. Is it incomplete?
Either way, it's nowhere near close to what they needed to pick up the first down,
Yeah.
or to even consider maybe going for it on fourth. So again, effectively 5 and out for Delaware State University on a very critical drive.
So Stony Brook, after scoring the tying
they tripping
points,
now. You
gets
y'all
stopped on
running.
the
You had
defense, and the momentum
come on.
is clearly on the side of the Seawolves as the Hornets now will be in punch formation. Stony Brook will get the ball right back. There's plenty of time left in the fourth quarter of a tie game. Low snap, but fielded clean. Punt short. Going to take a Delaware State bounce and caught by the Hornets at around the 37. Probably would have gone deeper into Stony Brook territory, but the ball down at the Stony Brook 37. So Seawolves with the ball and the momentum.
There is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means something, and where rivalries are measured in decades, not dollars.
Well, I'm not gonna say they blew the game, because they still got 8 minutes left in the game. I just say that like you said, they gotta learn how to score when it's time for them to go out there and get the score. The thing about last season, what was good with Dell State was when they got ahead, they got ahead. Plus, they also have a running game where nobody couldn't stop it. And the only team that really kind of put them in a place was South Carolina State last season. So, just one of those, but yeah, they get this game away. They just don't come out. Don't come out your room. Just stay in your room like a hermit.
Welcome back to Delaware State's Alumni Stadium for the 2026 season opener for Delaware State and Stony Brook on the MEAC Network. Score is tied at 34, 9:39 left in the fourth quarter with Stony Brook with the football. Nice run on first down. Pickup of 7 or 8 yards on the carry by Hester of Stony Brook. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line. Stony Brook with a nice piece of yardage on first down.
Hester doing a good job of just keeping his balance.
I like the way you
yards could on that carry.
Hester again getting closer to the first down stick.
Hester on the carry.
And Stony Brook again with the momentum now going to run the ball, try to run out some clock. I feel like they can run the ball effectively.
We are $100 away from making our goal.
And they put themselves in a huge
away from
situation
making our
because this is
goal.
definitely a two-down situation for them.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that cash out button.
And they're going for it.
Appreciate everybody for doing it.
Yeah, they feel like Delaware State's on its heels right now. So with the momentum right now, Stony Brook feels like it could kind of do what it wants. That changed things right there. That's a big hit.
Good defense.
By Delaware State.
Good defense.
Backfield. And now this makes this decision on whether to go for it on fourth down as Andrew Harris came up from his linebacker spot and crushed the runner. And now Stony Brook will punt the ball away on fourth down and about 2 yards to go. That's the difference between possibly going for it on fourth down and now making a decision to punt it away by Stony Brook. Great job by Harris.
I think special teams should make a big contribution if you're Del State right now. You don't want to leave it up solely to the offense.
Back in return position is Julius Dominguez, hoping to field the punt and make something happen for Delaware State, but the play is stopped as Stony Brook whistled for a delay of game, trying to draw Delaware State off and maybe get a penalty that way. Not a whole lot of difference from the punter standpoint, that 5 yards. In fact, he'd probably prefer 5 yards deeper, but Dominguez hoping he can get some momentum back on Delaware State side if he can get a good return.
Don't want to outkick the coverage because you'll set up a very good return. So this is going to be interesting to see how that extra 5 yards plays out.
Dominguez deep for your Hornets.
Kick is going to be away from Dominguez. He's going to let it bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. So we'll see if Delaware State can get the momentum back on its side after going up 34-16. Hornets have been kind of stuck in the mud the last few possessions, and we'll see if they can get some momentum back themselves.
We talked about this earlier in this game. They got a field goal kicker who just knocked down a 52-yard field goal. So he needs to be somewhere around the 30, right, in order to maybe put this game away for Del State.
Yeah, we're just past the halfway point of the fourth quarter in a tie game. Both teams extending a lot of energy, using a lot of players. So we'll see who has the momentum, who has the energy left here in this highly competitive season opener. Now, Lane will throw it out of bounds. Uwe, again, the transfer from Troy State and Houston, playing his first game, rolling to his left side. Nothing happening there. Second down coming up.
So left-handed QB, so they rolled him to the side he needs to roll to. I just thought they went too vertical. A whole lot of vertical patterns, nothing short, no shallow crosses for the quick dump ball.
Second down, 10 now for Delaware State. Ball marked right at the 20-yard line. And a swing and complete. That must have moved. Still shy of the first down. Catch by Jaden Jenkins.
Pass is complete to Jaden Jenkins.
He'll pick up about 5, maybe close to 7 yards. Third down and 3.
Third down.
Coming up for Delaware State. Clock is running.
Set up well. Good pursuit by Stony Brook on that play. The interior line literally was involved in making that tackle.
See what Delaware State calls here. Third down and 3. One back to the left side of the quarterback, Uwe. They'll roll and now throw it out. Caught in the flank. And a first down for Delaware State. That again is Kyrie Benton on the first down catch. Nice throw, nice catch. Keeps the drive and the chains moving for Delaware State.
Simple pitch and catch. They convert on a very huge play. Didn't want to make it a fourth down situation. They take a little bit of time off the clock. They get a fresh 4. It's exactly where they want to be.
Delaware State sticks coming up on 6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter with the football. A couple of timeouts. In shotgun. Quick throw across the middle. Catch. Short of the first down, but positive yardage. That is Jalen Terzado. His first game for Delaware State, highlighted by a long touchdown catch and run. He makes the first
Come on, let's go.
Makes up about 7 for Delaware State.
Quick slant out of the slot. I like it. It's just quick pitch and catch. They pick up about 7 yards, 6+ yards on the play. Keep the clock moving. Second and short. Excellent.
A lot of things the Hornets can do here with the ball. Hand off, first down and more. Ball right at midfield.
5.5 minutes left in the game, y'all.
Tackler gets to midfield and moves the chains once again for Delaware State. First down for the Hornets as we approach the 5-minute mark of this fourth quarter. And Delaware State with the football and a couple of timeouts to play with.
You go to HBCU Overdrive on Cash App to donate, sir. It don't have no funny business on there either.
To each side for DSU. Another cross. Catch again and run. Hornets now getting close to the 30-yard line of Stony Brook. Terrence Roan with the catch and run, middle of the field. Nice connection by those two this afternoon or this evening for Delaware State. Uwe showing a nice job of throwing across the middle, hitting the cutting receivers. Good job. First and 10, Delaware State ball around the 33-yard line of Stony Brook. Handoff, nothing happening there. That play was stuffed up as Jaden Jenkins. Not much you can do there with the ball. Hornets. We saw a kicker kick a 52-yarder. We're hoping that is not needed, and they can get
that's what you got to do, bro.
A touchdown would be, of course, desired, but even if you have to attempt a field goal, you want to make it a little bit closer if you can. Second down and long for DSU. We'll call it 12. Swing pass is complete, but nothing really going there. In fact, another loss of a yard. That was Weston, I believe, on the catch, but not much on the run after the catch. And that'll bring up third down and long for the Hornets.
Basket on the stop.
We'll be close to 3 minutes on the clock when the Hornets snap this football for third down. Timeout situation, 2 for Delaware State, 1 for Stony Brook. As we mentioned earlier, the Seagulls had to burn a couple of
Come on, you
timeouts.
got to grind the clock out.
Caused them to burn those timeouts. We'll see if they come into play in the remaining time of the game. He drops back the pass under pressure. Will roll, throw the football. It's caught! Inside the 20-yard line. Pass complete to Kyrie Benton. Wow, strong arm, nice catch. First down, Hornets inside the 20.
In the process of being tackled, Ali somehow got that ball off perfectly. It's Benton right in the middle of his number 3.
Wow, that's some good athleticism on both sides, the throw and the catch. That's a strong throw rolling out to your strong side, but that throw was right on the money, and Benton giving all on that catch. First down now for Delaware State inside the red zone with the clock coming up on the 2-minute mark.
Oh, yeah. I'll be snapping with 3 seconds left on every play. Grind down the clock.
Weston, I believe it is.
He got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in this game.
17-yard line as we are approaching the 2.
And when the time is right, don't leave no time on the clock.
Now,
when your big idea to improve a business,
make them drive down the field. I don't go for 2, but I would definitely go. You gotta get up slow. Oh my goodness, man. Look. So just letting everybody know, this is what we got left to finish up the donation. Appreciate everybody for who has donated the last couple of days and even tonight. I appreciate y'all. This is for the Labor Day Classic and the Labor Day Battle of the Bands next week in Jackson, Mississippi. So
and welcome back to Delaware State University Alumni Stadium, where the Delaware State Hornets and Stony Brook Seawolves are locked in a 34-34 tie at 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Delaware State with the football, marching downfield. Drive that started in Delaware State territory. Led are now inside of the Stony Brook 20 with 1st and 10 and 2 timeouts remaining. Snap a little high, but the handoff to Delaware State's going to bounce it out. Sean Weston and score. Oh, my goodness. Delaware State with the touchdown to regain the lead at 42-34. Great drive by Delaware State after Stony Brook fought so hard to tie it back up. Handoff bounce outside by Weston for the score.
They found that weakness. It's been in the flanks as far as the run game is concerned, and it timed up just perfectly. Stony Brook has been real tough for Del State to get anything inside the tackles, but on the outside, there seems to be some lanes, and he just found one.
You still gave him too much. That's too much time on the clock.
Try now. Kick is good. And Delaware State, after the extra point by Patrick Fisher Butler, who kicked a 52-yard field goal earlier in the game. I don't know, the official is 60 extra point to give the Hornets a 7-point lead, but play a stop now. It's one of the officials.
You should not have scored yet.
Has been injured.
You still got a minute something left on the clock.
See what happened there.
And I won't go for 2. I'm going for 1.
That officiating is not easy when you're on a field with 22. Yep. Yeah. That's a momentum of a player. Roll the officials there. We don't we criticize them often, but we don't give them guys enough credit. It's not easy officiating a football game. You got 22 grown men running around, and oftentimes you have to protect yourself, and sometimes can't even make the call that you want to make because you're in the line of fire, so to speak. So I hope the gentleman is okay.
All right, Dale State got to show me some fight.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's a real man, though. He took the blow and and back up to finish this game off. Kudos. Hope the Hornets will kick off with Stony Brook trailing by 7 now. 1 time out and 1:53 left.
All right, let me take this banner off. We got $90 left
he wants to send this
raise.
into the end zone.
Delaware State could have possibly run off a lot of clock and tried for a game-winning field goal, and Stony Brook would have never had a chance if Delaware State had executed it perfectly. But Stony Brook now, because the touchdown scored so quickly, will have an opportunity, if they can execute, to get back into the game. The kickoff return by DeMario Crawford of Stony Brook, and he gets to past the 35 to maybe around the 37-yard line, where Stony Brook will begin this next series. Now it's up to the Delaware State defense. See if they can hold here, and the Hornets can if they can pick up a season opening.
Y'all need a stop. Got to get a stop
against a good Stony Brook defense team. First down, we'll mark it up to 37. Blake's still in the game, played the whole game. He's running out of the backfield. He's going to throw a field, and it's incomplete at about midfield. Good pressure on Boyd as he was flushed out of the pocket. Pass is high, and second down 10 coming up for Stony Brook.
Del State was in man coverage on that last play. And you see a lot of that from one side of the field to the other. It's those are the type of plays where guys blow coverages and big things happen. So they want to be very careful with their defensive coverage.
Second down and 10, still at the 37. I don't know if Delaware State might be called for offsides. It's one of the defensive back or linebacker definitely crossed the line. It was it was right in front of us, and Delaware State's going to be called for offsides here. Big break for Stony Brook. Pretty sure it's going to be an offside penalty on the
Hornets. Defense number 21. The penalty of 5 is what plays the first down.
Yeah, Mark Burns was kind of toying with that line a couple of times. He had stepped back and he was close enough to the Delaware State sideline with how he was able to cross that line. There a lot of noise with the crowd and everything, but that's a break for Stony Brook. Clock is stopped at 1:32 left in regulation. Seawolves with the football. First down, 1st and 10. Boyd.
Oh, come on, you got to get
out of the pocket.
You
to the right side, gets to the near sideline.
God damn it.
Just at about midfield.
That was supposed to be that's supposed to be Roman Reigns moment with that hit. What the hell?
Pressure by Delaware State to force Boyd out the pocket.
Didn't like what he saw. Thought better of trying to squeeze that ball in there and just took it out of bounds. Give his team another opportunity. Smart move by Boyd.
Boyd still on the shotgun. Looks to the left, goes across the middle, catch and a tackle right at about the 40-yard line. Pass completed to DJ Lincoln's. 1st and 10. Stony Brook clock stops to move the chains on the first down in college football. Stony Brook quickly with the play, and Boyd will roll to the left now. Throws out of bounds, incomplete. Bring up second down, a minute, 3 seconds left. Stony Brook still has that one timeout remaining, and I think they're going to use it. Unless Delaware State, let's see who calls. Oh, yeah, okay. There's an injury on the field, so that stops the clock. So both teams will huddle up with their respective coaches. Delaware State scoring a touchdown a few moments ago with the score tied at 34. Sean Weston, sophomore running back, bounced outside and scored the go-ahead touchdown with the extra point. Gives Delaware State its current lead at 7 points, 41-34. Really entertaining season opener, Mike, for both teams. Both coaching staffs will have a lot to digest after this game. A lot of good things, some bad things as well. As you expect in a season opener, play a little sloppy at times, but the fact that it's a close game, competitive game, as a coaching staff, I'm sure that's what you want to see. What kind of fight you have early on. Let's see if we can take a punch early in the season and come back.
It's a high-scoring game, and there have been a couple of big plays, but for the most part, it has been typical football where, you get some momentum, you drive down the field, you get some points. It looked as early like Delaware State pretty much just going to run away with it in the first half, and I think they came up off the gas, and that's all Stony Brook needed, just a little break in order to get back in the game. They took that little break, and now they pushed it to this point right here where they're literally trying to tie the game back up and stay in it.
And if you're Stony Brook, after being down by 18, they definitely know they have the confidence they can come back. Now, whether Delaware State has the defensive intensity to keep the Seawolves from coming back one more time. So this is the test of wills that you love about this game. So we'll have second down and 10. Ball right at the Delaware State 40-yard line. Quinn Boyd has played the entire game at quarterback for Stony Brook, the redshirt sophomore. Seawolves will set the man in motion. Snap the ball with Delaware State appeared to be offside. I didn't see a flag. Pass into the end zone, but now I see a couple of flags on the field. I'm pretty sure those are going to be offside calls against Delaware State. Again, a redshirt sophomore, Boyd is somehow been able to catch the Hornets offside a few times. Oh wow. I didn't see that after the play, roughing the pass, so that'll move the ball all the way up to around the 25-yard line. I thought it was going to be offside. Looked like the Hornets were offside, but apparently they weren't. The flags were thrown for roughing the passer, so that inches Stony Brook even closer to the end zone, now at the 25-yard line. With 57 seconds left in this fourth quarter. And Stony Brook now with momentum getting close to the red zone with a chance with a touchdown to either tie or try for the win. Boyd is in the gun, looks to the left, throws across the middle, pass is complete. Flag on the play and a tackle around the 15-yard line.
I think it might be a pick play.
Let's see what this call is. Offensive, looks like it's going to be offensive pass interference on Stony Brook. That's a big break for Delaware State. So offensive pass interference. They assessed it on the Gutierrez, who's had a good game for Stony Brook, the tight end. I don't see a lot of murmuring on the Stony Brook side, so got to assume the official Got that correct. So now now we're first and 20 as Boyd swings to the left and completes a pass into the flat, and the Seawolves pick up that penalty yardage and more inside 20-yard line now on the completion to C.J. Heston. Stony Brook now with the ball inside the Delaware State 20. .34 seconds left in regulation. Boyd drops back. Gonna run, gets inside the 15, the 10, brought down inside the 10-yard line. That's a first down for the Seawolves.
That clock's going to run as soon as they set up those chains. And the clock is running.
Ball's at the 9. Clock is running with 22. And now clock is stopped. Delaware State called the timeout. So with 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Stony Brook will have it first and goal at the 9. And the Seawolves still have that one timeout in their back pocket, Mike. They burned them early in the second half, and right now they still have it left. They still have the same amount of timeouts as Delaware State right now, I believe. So, wow. Can't ask for much more than we have this evening as Delaware State and Stony Brook going at it blow to blow in the season opener. Really good non-conference game. Good opener for both teams.
Both teams have about 20 seconds to figure out what the rest of the season is going to look like. If you're Stony Brook and you can tie this game or win with the extra point, two-point conversion, you have done something to the psyche of your team that they're going to carry for the remaining 11 games. Same thing for Del State. If they come away with a victory today, it'll do something for their psyche to make them feel like even, when things are not going our way, we still find a way to win.
When Boyd is in shotgun, as he has been for much of the game, 3 receivers to the right side. Now one will come in motion. Boyd will take the snap, look into the end zone, and he looks into the 5-yard line, and it's going to be a touchdown. But there is a flag on the field.
Pass is complete.
Pass complete to Schweitzer, but there's a flag on the field. I think it's going to be one of those offensive pass interference. Wow. I'd like to see that on replay. I guess we call it like a pick play, I guess.
Yep.
And the call against Stony Brook will move the ball back now. From that angle, it's tough to see. But the play went into the end zone for the touchdown. Now Delaware State with the break, 14 seconds left in regulation. Stony Brook now has a first and goal, but now the ball is at the 19-yard line. Boyd looks to throw into the end zone. It is knocked away and incomplete. Stony Brook sideline is erupting, looking for a pass interference call. No call there. 9 seconds left to play. Second down. I think it's goal. It's second goal from the 19-yard line. As the crowd, what's left is on its feet. As the Seawolves looking at a second down and goal, but it's from the 19-yard line. Still the one timeout, so they don't necessarily have to go for the end zone, but they can't burn up 9 seconds. And now the timeout will be called, I believe, Delaware State.
We are $40 left. We have $40 left to raise, y'all.
So, wow. Woo. We'll see what the play call is here.
This is going to be a tough one because if you go towards the end zone, right, complete, incomplete,
right,
no problem. If it's shy of the end zone, you get tackled, the game is over.
Yeah, with 9 seconds left. what plays typically would you try to do? If you have a tight end, if you have a good tight end, I mean, it's the area where you think your tight end can help you out, but what type of plays typically are running in these situations?
You always want to try to create some one-on-one situation with your best or second best receiver. So I would look for them to line up in some slots,
Ooh, excuse me,
bring
y'all.
somebody in motion to force that one-on-one coverage, and maybe
We got
give that
$40 left
receiver
to
an
get.
opportunity to do a slant or a fade to the back part of the end zone. You definitely don't. You really want that one-on-one situation. So I'm looking for some type of play
We
design
got
like
$40
that.
left to
That's
give.
what's going to have to happen because Stony Brook's had a couple of pick penalties, I guess, offensive pass interference calls. So those are the type of plays you hope you can get past the officials. But field is really spread out.
Yeah, Swag already or one.
Brook will send a man in
Because Mississippi Valley got thrashed by Nickel State.
Looking to throw. He's rolling now.
They is getting taken to the woodshed.
It is incomplete. And now there's a flag on the field. Pass was intended for Switzer. And there's 2 seconds left.
Valley is not winning.
1 play left and bars a penalty on the defense. 1 play left for Stony Brook to touch down. And there was a flag. You're right.
Holding. Going to back
the
them
ball
up.
marked back to the 29-yard line of Delaware State. So Stony Brook has an additional 10 yards that it will need to score a touchdown. It's got to be something that ends with a touchdown for this game to continue. Now a whistle blow as Delaware State will call.
Two seconds left in this game. Y'all better take your asses on the goddamn bus and get on somewhere, man.
Stony Brook with the ball. Doesn't matter what down it is, but they need to get 29 yards to keep this game alive.
Mr. Kennel, appreciate you for the donation, $20, man.
Because this is what it comes down to, these last 2 seconds. Coach Jackson's going to talk about.
Appreciate you, Miss Wakefield.
The victory. Stony Brook's going to talk about, hey, in 2 seconds, we can
y'all
sneak out.
Truly blessing this young man right here from Oak Cliff, Texas.
If you're Delaware State, how do you line up?
Oh man, I got to get my 4 guys. I got to explain to him. You got to get to him. He can't be standing back there. He's got to get that ball off running. I don't want him stationary in the pocket.
And knock it down if you get.
We don't want any interceptions, but that's hard to tell somebody not to intercept the ball because everybody wants to be on.
You want your shot blockers
right,
in the game. Yeah. You have Matumbo, them guys. We'll see. It's the final play of regulation. Spread field. Stony Brook has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap Boyd in the pocket. Steps to the left, throws into the end zone, and the ball is was it intercepted?
Nope. Just
knocked away.
Yep.
And the game is over as Delaware State escapes with a 41-34 victory over Stony Brook in an exciting season opener to kick off this 2026 season on the MEAC Network. Quite a game. Great competition. Great effort by both teams.
God dang it, Delaware, you got to work on your defense, brothers.
Here at Alumni Stadium to begin the year on a winning note.
Y'all got to work on y'all defense. Man, look. Hey. Guess what, y'all? We have hit our goal. We have hit our goal for this for next weekend. And if you still want to go out there and still donate, you can still hit the donation button at the Cash App. I appreciate everybody for joining me. Hey, Mel, I'm gonna hit you up when I get off the phone, bro. When I get off the check off of this right here. But other than that, man, y'all be blessed and be safe. Hug your loved ones and love on your loved ones. Crash out on your kids as always and beat their ass out the penitentiary. But other than that, man, we'll be back on this thing tomorrow if That just if I'm up for it. I mean, but we'll be back on there. We talk about the games from tonight. And then on Saturday afternoon, we'll start all over. We'll go all around the SWAC and end the night with between Jackson State, Tennessee State, Prairie View versus Tarleton. The MEAC SWAC Challenge, Alabama A&M versus Howard. We got look, we're gonna have some fun this year. But always, man, be blessed, be easy. Peace.